This is the new year. I am recording this video on 1st of January 2026 and I'm going to be talking about something that has been the main theme of 2025 and that has been weighing on me today. It is a topic that we see it often but we don't dig enough to see the actual cause of it. And if you know me and you've watched my videos, you know that I like to go deeper. So let's see why we think that we should learn from people. Especially in our generation, I really don't think if you take learning from people to the extreme that you will succeed. You are good if you are able to have the same features of that goodness that you see in those other people. So you feel misunderstood by other people. You do not accept yourself. You do not understand yourself because you continuously seek this goodness that you want so badly from other people. You view yourself as if you are good, but you view yourself from other people's lenses of good. What does goodness mean to you? What does purity mean to you? These are not things that you can answer right now, but when do you know that you are stuck in this trap? You know you're stuck in this trap if you've been someone like me who has been feeling like, who has felt like she has been misunderstood and she has not been accepted by people around her because she thought that she was accepted only if she saw herself like how she saw other people. She only accepted herself as this beauty of hers is the beauty that she should be seeing in other people. So that same beauty has to be with her. So she did everything to learn how to be beautiful, how to be more knowledgeable, how to articulate, how to gain more marks, how to be an all rounder, how to cook, how to clean, how to take care of her siblings. Every single thing she learned from other people. Every single thing she learned from other people because that is what she thought what she was supposed to be. She was supposed to be good. She was supposed to live a good life. So that was why she did all of this because she wanted to live a good life. But in the end, she understood that she was just thinking of this as a good life because she saw that that was a good life in her eyes for other people. Like other people saw it as a good life, so she thought that she should learn from that. She thought that her beliefs also should be learned from. But her beliefs have to be her own, right? Don't you think that whatever uniqueness that she has, that would be suppressed if she kept learning from people and taking in this goodness? This is deeper than you might think. It's not just about growing and ignoring, it's about not seeing yourself unconsciously. She did not even understand that she was suppressing herself. She was actually doing a good thing. She was actually learning from people. She was actually doing what she had to do to lead a good life. But but like, you can't be authentic if you think that goodness is something that you can search. It's something that happens within. It's something that erupts like a fire inside of you. It's this sacral nudge that tells you that now you feel good. It's not about being good as well. Like, I really do think that if I did not learn from people that much, if I did not think that I lacked something so much that I had to fix every part of myself, maybe I would be more in connection with who I truly am. Like, I see people my age who are not really bothered by how they should learn. by how they should self study themselves and other people and learn from that and grow. They are not bothered by that. They know that they have to grow, they know that they have to learn, but the only the minority of people actually do that. And I think I'm the minority in the minority that have taken this to an extreme, that now see myself breaking out of this cage of having to learn so much. It's okay to not learn as well sometimes, right? Because not learning for me right now is not suppressing what I thought wasn't good. It was not suppressing my weirdness. Just because I didn't see that weirdness in other people didn't mean that it was not something that I should inherit. It was already mine. It was already meant to be mine. So, this is the season where I'm actually taking that to be mine. And I am proud of myself for the fact that I spoke aloud about everything that I shifted to and I kept shifting towards. Because honestly, if I did not learn at all, I would be in a place right now where I wouldn't know how to critically think so well. I wouldn't be able to self study myself so well. But everything has a limit. And I'm in a place right now where I can talk about this, where I can talk about how learning from people, and if you are a rare being like me, not saying that I'm rare, I'm just stating this weird thing. Um, if you have such a weirdness like me, just want this to be a reassurance video for you to tell you that your weirdness matters. Your weirdness indeed does matter. Not because it isn't seen in other people and hence it isn't good, but because that's you. So, do you continue to ignore this? Are you this type of person? If so, the question comes, what can you do to accept that you can still live, be understood, and loved, even when you can't see yourself in others? Understand why it is impossible for a person to be exactly like you. A person that you love, a person that is in your life, cannot be exactly like you. He or she cannot embody the same features that you have. Every single feature that you have may be reflected to you by another person, but that weird quality of yours, that way of thinking, that way of smiling, that way of doing basic mundane tasks, or that way of pondering, that way of studying, nothing can be exactly replicated by another person. And I bet you know this. But as you go on and as you ponder about what I've said so far, you'll realize how much you've been trapping yourself in this cage where you're trying to make yourself fit into how you should be, like how you see other people. But just because you see other people as them doesn't mean you have to see yourself in the same way. You can see yourself deeply because once you understand all the uniqueness that you have, and once you uncover all that, you'll understand that people are just something that you share life with, but you are the one who goes through it. So there is a vast difference, but you can ponder on that as you understand this fact that you cannot believe that a person is going to be like you. Never. It's never going to happen. Not a soulmate, not a book, not a K drama, not a escape coping mechanism. Nothing can reassure you other than this fact that no one is going to be like you. And actually this has to be so relieving, but in this case it's kind of anxiety inducing, because then who are you if you do not see yourself in other people, right? Also, being good isn't from seeing good features and implementing them. It comes from your own uniqueness. Think about your uniqueness and your weirdness as your purity, as that is your good. Because Mother Earth made you come to this world to embrace this uniqueness, to give something to the world. I believe. And I really think that that goodness that we think about should come from that weirdness, that uniqueness. Because if we all are the same, what are we going to do in this world? What are we going to achieve as a collective? Nothing. The way we achieve success, it is from that unique quality of yours that you've been suppressing. So I assure you that the journey you're probably going to go on is going to be much, much less scarier than you might think, because in the end, you'll understand that you were the light that you were seeking. So, the steps to actually stop ignoring your uniqueness: be human. Focus on something that makes you feel loved, irrespective of how you act. Embody this daily. Be human. Cry, think, think even when you're studying, think everywhere, think negative things, think positive things, think things that you probably shouldn't think about. Do it all, embrace it all, and focus on those habits that stop time, that make you think that you do not need to act in that moment. For me, it was painting, it was making videos, it was talking to my friends who I really, really loved. Those are all modes for me to just not really care about how I was perceived like, because I had this sense of freedom for those habits. I do not know why, and I just think it really helps if you understand that you are allowed to be yourself. And for that to happen, just take small steps. And I emphasize this point: small steps. The second step: you don't lack anything. People are there to live with, not always show you who you are. You show your full self to the world when you trust that being unique is much, much more beneficial than being seen. Being seen by other people, being understood, was never the goal. It was never your problem. The problem was you suppressing your uniqueness. It was you all along. You were the problem, but you can change that. You can change that by understanding that being seen isn't your problem anymore. Being unique was the goal that Mother Earth had put on you for all along. It was just for you to uncover what you thought you shouldn't be. It was just to uncover and break free from this cage that you've put yourself in. Be unique. Be all of yourself. It's easier said than done, I guess, but it's so worth it. It's so worth than the metaphors that tell you that you have to be seen to be successful. This is a longer video, okay? I have gone through the topic. I have talked about what you have to do. I have talked about how you need to be unique than be seen, because I really do think at this time in this new year, we should all pray. We should all stop living as if we are all same. We are not. Mother Earth has always wanted us to be individuals. It has always wanted us to be so uniquely us that we were all collectively going to strive towards something greater than us from our uniqueness. We cannot do anything in this life if we still see ourselves as these beings that have to fit in. You cannot achieve anything in this life. We cannot achieve anything as people in this world. Mother Earth is asking us at this point to wake up from this cage. Stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to not break the chain of procrastination of anything. These are all small little things. These are all small things that you can literally build systems that work for you, build systems that work for you because you accept yourself for once. Try and see how powerful, how unique, how loved, how loving you are. Look at all the good parts of yourself. When are you going to see that Your uniqueness was meant to be shared in this world. When are you going to stop suppressing all of this? In this year, you will not survive if you keep thinking that you are allowed to be stuck. Because in the end, just like how wind blows, you have to blow with it. You have to take yourself from point A to point B. You have to do that invisible work that nobody else rewards you for. You have to be that leader who changes themselves, changes their behavior, changes everything that isn't visible to others. You have to be that person that changes your life. If you do not start in this journey, if you do not start being the heroine or the hero in your own journey, you are not going to be able you're not going to be able to do any of your dreams. You're going to die like all those people that have died who have not been successful, who have not aligned to their soul purpose. I We can see so much people, we can see so many people like this. We can see so many people who have just lived their whole lives with not an inkling of this courage. Yes, it was, yes, it is hard. I know it is hard. I know maybe I am privileged and I shouldn't be talking about this all. Maybe I am guilty. But how am I guilty for speaking things that have to be spoken about? How am I guilty for trying to tell you what you are actually meant to be here for? Maybe you are getting triggered. Oh, how can I change? These people are telling these this such things to me. I do not have the perfect circumstance for me to change. I do not know how to break free so easily like how you're saying it is. I can't even think about how to present myself if I actually be unique. Ignore all that. Ignore the noise. Stop ignoring yourself. Stop ignoring yourself, ignore the noise, and see how Mother Earth is going to reward you. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Any person in this earth who is able to align to their soul purpose, who have the courage to become their own leader, they are not going to be stranded. They are not going to have nothing in this world. Yes, tragedies do happen, but we can control what we can control, and we can control how we are as extensions of Mother Earth. Pray daily, do what you want to do, be all of you. Please choose yourself.